Hello all. This session is going to be about story points in Tableau. All of you might be, like from the childhood, all of us are really, really excited and interested to listen to stories. So if that is the case with every human being, then we will have a natural instinct. If we will present something in the form of a story, it is going to excite us, not only exciting us, but also the way we are going to observe the things, the way we are going to grasp the things, the way we are going to learn from the things is going to be changed. Similarly, instead of things, now if you have a data, and if I am able to say some story out of the data, then my observation, my grasping, as well as the insights that I'm going to get from my data is something which is commendable, in fact. So, with that idea only, we wanted to put the things that we have created in multiple sheets in one place. So, with the process, with this idea of putting up all the different types of visualizations in multiple sheets into one place, we heard something called as a dashboard. So dashboard in fact allowed us to put separate several things together in one place, so that if somebody is we discussed in terms of the store owner who wanted to do an analysis of what is happening over in his organization. So when he wanted to know that, when we present him with a dashboard with a region wise profit, and with a segment wise profit, with a different kind of visualization, and also it's having a complete interactivity is being provided, that really helped us to understand more about ourselves, in fact. So the superstore is something which is owned by the owner, and he is able to understand better with the kind of dashboards that was being given to him. So that's the whole idea of a dashboard, right? So now you might be wondering, as when we have a dashboard, we are able to put everything in one place. Why we need to have something called as a story? See, there is a variation between your dashboard and the story. The variation is, of course, when you have your dashboard, of course, you're going to put everything in a single place. Absolutely no doubt about it. But when it is going to be a story, the kind of information that you're going to convey through your visualization is going to be in sequential order. Okay. So suppose, for example, you wanted to display the profit country wise comes first, the status of profit after state wise comes next. So there is a sequential manner that could be followed. That's the difference between giving a visualization in the form of a dashboard or in the form of a story. Okay. So anyways, without wasting much of our time, let's get inside our Tableau to understand how we can actually create a story. Yeah. So now we are in our Tableau, and as you know, this is your superstore which is there. Let me just, I'll just put my global store, or that's okay. Let me just keep my superstore itself. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to create a storyline for us. So to create the story point, first thing is I have to have some kind of visualization in the form of a sheets, right? So either in the form of a sheet, I should have it, or in the form of a dashboard, it should be there. So let me just, we will make the sheets first of all. So probably I will make a segment wise sales here. So I'll just put in my column the sum of the sales, and then in my marks, I'll put the segments, okay, because it's a segment wise sales. So I'm just placing my segment here, and then let me just color it. Okay. And then I'm just going to put in the sum of the sales, which is also in my marks card. I'm just going to put the sum of the sales, and I'll just keep this in terms of size. And also I will just put in my row. I haven't put something in my row. So probably I will just keep my category here. Okay, let me just keep a category here. Okay, So we have some categories, and then I have just put the sum of the sales in size. And then I'm just going to use my segment also to perform the labeling. So let me just put the segment, and for that I'm just going to give a label. Okay, and then I'm going to have a sum of the sales, which is again I just wanted to label this. So let me just keep my sum of the sales again. Okay, and then let me just keep the label. Okay, so you can clearly understand that, like something is happening here. I have just kept the consumer, corporate, home office, the segments are kept here, and also the sales is here. Okay, and this is how I have segmented it. Now I have a sheet. Okay, now I just wanted to apply one filter also. Okay, so depending upon uh, s- s- subcategory, let me just put a filter. Okay, apply it. Okay, okay, and show the filter. All you just click. Okay, okay. So now we have just created one visualization. We're not actually bothered about what kind of information it is giving. Let's just create one more sheet. So in this sheet, basically, I'll just create a map. Okay. So I will put my longitude, and then I'll put my latitude. Okay. So that what I'm going to get is basically a map. Okay. Then I'll just put the map based on sales. So I'm just keeping my sum of the sales here. And let me just give a color to my sum of the sales. Okay, I've just kept the color for my sum of the sales. And then I will just categorize it according to the state. Okay, let me just keep the states here. All right. And then for the state, I just wanted to give the text here. Okay, and also I just wanted to keep the state again for giving some details as well. So let me just keep some details as well. Okay, okay. So now this looks little okay for me. So we have a kind of chart that we have generated, and we can also include a filter if it is required. But that's not our priority actually. Just we need to have two charts basically, and maybe one more sheet I will just have it, so that creating a story will make sense for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep this sales in my marks. Okay, and also I'm just going to keep the sales again one more time, and I'll just keep my country wise. I just wanted to see it, so let me just keep this. Okay, so it'll automatically generate a map for me. And maybe I'll choose instead of this, probably I will want to, I don't want a map here. Let me just keep, I just wanted to create a word cloud. Okay, so, okay, okay. All right. So let's not bother about it much. Let's get one more view actually. Yeah, I'm just dropping all of these things so that we'll have only two sheets. I'm just going to remove this, delete this. Okay, so now I have two sheets with some kind of visualization is there. Now what I wanted to do is that I just wanted to create a story. So how do I create a story? You see here in this place you have something called as a story. So click on new story. So that is automatically going to create a story for me. So this is what is the place where you can add a caption. Okay, if you want to add a caption, you can actually add the caption to it. Okay, and then if you wanted, how do you want your layout, you can decide that. So let's keep this as the first. Let me just drag it. Okay, and the second sheet, let me just add a caption like menu, something like that. Okay, so just a drag and drop should do actually. Okay, so I just double clicked on this, which has got me the view actually. So now what we have got is, I just have put the first sheet menu here. And then if I click on this, okay, so here what I need to put is the second sheet. Okay, so first one will come as this one, and the second one is going to give me this one. So this is the way you can actually create your story. All right. So I hope that you could have got an idea now. So what we have done is very simple, just that we have created two sheets and two visualization was there. And I wanted to present these two visualization in the form of a story, which means I wanted it in a sequential manner. So to perform that process, what we have done is we have just kept an option like menu. If I click on menu, my first page is going to be loaded. Here I have not given any option. So if I give it as map, then this map is going to come. Okay. So likewise, you can actually add any number of sheets to your story, and your story is going to be created in a sequential manner. And everywhere, like, you just drag and you just come here, whether you want to place it, wherever you want to place it, you can actually place it. Okay, so that is also possible with the story. And another thing that you wanted to mention is that, see here, if you click on this, you have a size. You can also choose the size if it is not fitting in your screen. Actually, our map is not fitting into our screen, so you can choose a different size over here, or you can adjust your width and the height here. Okay, so that's if you will click on automatic, then it will actually fit into the screen. Okay, so that also, I mean, that option is there. And if you see here down, there is something called as a show title. So if you click on this show title, you can see that your title of your story is gone. So just click on it, you will get the story, and you can just edit it here. Okay, so if you just click on it, you can just go here, and then my story, this is what is the title that I wanted to give. You can give it, and you can change the font, whichever font you wanted, and you can even change the size of it and the color of it. All of these options is available. Apply it, and you can find out the variations which is happening here. Okay, so this is another point that you can do it. And then in case if you wanted to create something in the middle of this, so you can just click on blank, and that will create one more blank option here. Okay, and if you wanted to duplicate this one, you can just click on duplicate, so that is going to be duplicated 2 times. Okay, so that is also possible. And then we have something called as a layout. So what is the option that we have chosen is caption boxes. And if I wanted, I do not want a caption boxes. If I want it in the form of a number, that is also possible. So you can just choose this option numbers, that will display this. And or otherwise in the form of a dot you want, you can show it in this form of a dot also. Or otherwise an arrow only, you can show this arrow like this. And yeah, so if you do not want these two arrows to be displayed, you just uncheck this, your arrows is gone. Okay, so these are the different options that you can actually make use of it along with the story in Tableau. Okay, so you could have got an idea about what is the meaning of a story point in Tableau. And of course, a story point in Tableau is going to help you to present your visualization in a sequential manner. which is which will look really promising for the audiences. And just because of the reason we have provided with the filters also, so the filters is actually making your visualization again, again it is making it as an interactive. So if you change, if you click on appliances, you can see that the changes are happening interactively. So I click on binders, then you can see there is a difference which is happening. So everything is going to happen in an interactive manner as well as in a sequential manner. The visualization will make sense, and also it is going to create different kind of insights for us. Okay, so that's the idea about story points, and these are the options that is available with story points. So hope you have understood what is the meaning of a story point. That's all I have for this session. Thank you.